I can go live over here on my phone.
What do you mean? It's no different. You're still signing into the same account.
Got me.
You're talking going live on YouTube itself, not on streaming.
Are you live?
I told you to ask them what would be a good time.
I did. They said whenever. Hello.
You're live?
Do you want me not to be? Hmm? Hey, Dragon. How are you doing, Dragon? You don't like hello?
What if it's going to be about Joey's fucking stupid?
Hey, Plot.
You're on your phone, you can mod all kinds of people that way.
Huh? Hello.
That's kind of fucking.
Mute.
Gotta get 5 people in here. It's only 2 talking now. And you're here.
I'll hear you.
Huh?
I'll hear you. Just trying to see if
Do what?
I haven't put a link out yet.
Okay, plop. Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, Elsie.
Okay, now are we gonna echo out there now?
Mm-mm.
Or no? Is that good? Is it good, everyone? Okay. Well, I have to get myself a little primed for this. Hold on.
No echo, Elsie? Echo, 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 echo. Uh-oh. Well, most of the time. Hmm?
Better speak to your people, so I'll go away.
Hmm?
Speak.
Bro.
Peoples.
What should I say?
I don't know. You're the one that decided to go live right now, so.
Well,
We only got LC and Plop and Dragging. Stream here. I'm surprised I didn't do something about
you're muted.
that. Oh, LC, I just don't know if you listened to any of the one that I read when TC and Tatted were here. It does say, I believe his verbiage was partially assisted by AI. So we'll see. It's 2 whole chapters now. It's on, actually, it's on Amazon on Kindle, and they give you a preview of 2 chapters. So. Betty.
Hey,
Hello.
Betty.
Hello. Did you hear these whack drops, Pelican and Rainbow Lovers people crying and crying? Jeez.
Yeah, no shit.
Stop it, people. You're looking stupid. Going back and forth. Listen, if they really threaten or don't like what the other person's like, get the fuck out of their way. Don't even look at them. Don't even fucking acknowledge what they're saying. But there you
Exactly.
go, sing to your
So we've
soul,
been trying to tell
Marquita.
Joey for years. They don't get it.
And the audacity, Well, she
Mm.
said what he said. I'm like, that's the problem. That's the problem. You keep fucking, beauty, beauty, you know, egging on into that fucking shit. Who cares? At the end of the day, you both are a piece of shit, regardless. You both are
No,
just your that self. Ain't no one's your
you,
fucking
do you
fault.
see how Madman changes with the wind, though? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's up there with Shane and saying one thing, and then yesterday it was whenever he had verbal up there or whatever. And it just,
It mind blown. But you know what? They'll help to learn that like we did, girl.
mm,
And it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. He's shown he's being
Can you still
racist. He's
hear me?
shown he's doing all this kind of shit.
yeah,
The only reason he's sorry because he got
understand.
caught, not because he feels, sincerely,
Exactly.
But it's okay.
Yes.
Doesn't mean because we know him from years, we're gonna take that bullshit. No, it's not about that. It's about showing respect. Fucking asshole.
Well, those, he doesn't know what respect is.
But I was
Thinks he's,
hearing Pelican going back and forth. I'm like, dude, it's so easy. Ignore it.
mm.
That is key of everything. You know what
Well, and when he was going to end his stream today, I'm sure just to go over, because she was still live when he ended his too.
I
So
mean? Hey, Dragon, good to see you.
it's like they feed into that. That's and feed into each other and
Oh, for
causes.
sure. Oh, yeah.
And
I
so
just don't
that's why
like the
sometimes,
back and forth that, who's bigger and who's better. I'm like, fuck off, dude.
well, and whether you've been with her, she says that she hasn't even seen him for 6 months, which I don't know if I
But
tend to
hold on.
believe that.
He just said that like a month or two that he just donated, he gave her money or something for her, what is it, jointed oil?
I, I don't know. Did you hear the part where he said that he has given her over $20,000 since?
Yeah, I
And
saw
I
you putting that. I
and
didn't hear it, but I did
you
hear
don't
it.
even make that in a year, is what I said.
I guess. Well, hello, they're coming from Joey. I mean, whoever comes from that sector, for sure they win that money.
Gave her $20,000. What
Uh,
over a
I love when they
20
open
year?
their mouth too much. I'm like, okay, keep feeding.
Just I haven't even started yet. I had to
The
give him a
SSI is
message
in the
first.
wrong business here, man. You stop collecting your shit. Mm.
I wanted to see if I could get a few more people in here to listen, but the Tammy and Lolly and that Pop is here, I think.
What did a pop say?
What?
His spirit
Excuse
box
me.
is worth 90 from Amazon on 90,000 penny.
It didn't cost me a dime. It's on what they do is they give you a preview on Kindle, on the app on Kindle, and they give you a two chapter preview of his book. So I don't know how often they do that for what authors or whatever, but
When he said that, it reminded me of Lady Di, to be honest.
He
Shut up,
changed
emo.
everybody's names.
yeah, Guido
Mm.
is Squeedo, and Naven is Naval something John. No, Naval Small John.
Oh.
And then Chip is
Hillbilly.
Raging Hillbilly. Yeah, so
Just trying to make this shit up.
I'm really curious when the rest of this comes out, because I really don't want to have to buy this stupid thing. How many chapters he actually has in this book, because there's going to be others named, and whether, and then he says he changes Naven's name, but then further on in the chapter he says Naven Johnson. So
Mm.
anybody that's reading it is going to go, well, who is this Naval
Nathan Johnson.
or Small John? Is he related to Naven Johnson?
Mhm.
Who is Naven Johnson?
Maybe doesn't even talk to nobody like that. He just tells you too how it is, too.
Well, and it's like, this is a pity me book, is what this is. It's poor Joey, poor Joey.
Joey.
And I won't bore everyone with every single punctuation because he does even state that it was AI assisted, but not, I don't know. It's not. And then he gives acknowledgments to, right. He doesn't acknowledge Chrissy, which I find very interesting because usually,
Hey,
the
Dragon.
people.
Hey, loves.
Hello.
Joey.
Oh, his acknowledgments were AI assisted, or the way he spelled assisted. And if AI did this, it's not spelled right. But it's ASISTED is what he's going on here. Just.
It's getting to be like that everywhere. It's getting to be stupid, like Birdo and Abe and all that. Oh, yeah,
Well,
Birdo's making his rounds everywhere. Let's say that.
well, Joey's been hiding because he's got about 60,000 TikTokers after him, so he's been laying
Oh,
low for a few days. So when I found out part of his newest book, this will be the fourth of that he's written. I just had to go check it out. So just for a funny, I thought I would read. There's only 2 chapters, so. That's what the Kindle will give you 2 chapters to peruse, and then you can decide if you really want to spend your money to hear what the rest has to say. It's,
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Bacon.
I'm biking here.
Bacon.
Come on up, Hammy.
Hey, Hammy. Oh, shit.
Then fixing my back. Yeesh.
I'm gonna in the poo today.
Yeah, girl. If I fuck my phone, like literally every time, but now it's like more fucked up. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm like, it doesn't matter if I get it watercase proof and none of that. It doesn't really, help. Like I don't know.
Let's see.
Just gave up.
That's for sure.
Right?
Come on up, Hammy. Hold on. I'm gonna mute for a second.
Huh?
What are you up to?
Washing clothes.
Same.
Yeah, no, Birdo was on another side of the YouTube streets yesterday running his trap. Oh, he was getting his ass handed to him, love. Let's say that. I'll have to send you the link to that stream.
He was something for sure. I can't like him so much, got to be honest.
Oh. Well, it's like I said, he thinks he's more famous than us, love. Yeah, I call bullshit.
Who the fuck are all these things on the YouTube channel? Jeez. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you think? On recognition or what is it?
Love. He thinks he's popular and he thinks he can run his trap and threaten the women and doing all this and thinks he can out talk us and think he's better than us. Well, sorry, got news for you, fool. You ain't.
Hey, Taze.
Get to stepping. And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right. Hold on.
Yeah, did you ever watch that stream that I sent you when he was saying what he was saying? And he called me a liar about that, sis? Yeah, I'm not a liar.
Okay, girl. Understand. That's what narcissists do. They want to control. They don't believe it. Cry because they're not believed. Okay? I mean, they'll hold you to the last breath they can. But that's what they do. It's control. That's all it is. I'm the
Yep.
so I know the rules by now. You know?
Yep.
I'm just going crazy. There's
Oh,
no
I
way.
know, right?
Hey, good to see you.
That's why I had to laugh my ass off. And it's like, I'm the liar? No, 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 no. You are. Oh, that's trolling. No, that is not trolling.
That's a new excuse nowadays, you know? I'm trolling.
Mhm. Yep. I just don't take no shit from that fool. I'm like and simple. Like there was some other dude I was dealing with today and he's like, "You're triggered, Dragon." I said, "No, I'm not. My friends know the difference if I'm triggered. I ain't triggered. You're tripping."
They haven't seen trigger yet, tell them.
I'll
Let
have
them
to
know. I haven't seen it yet.
yeah, I'll have to send you that live that I was on earlier today. One guy that I'm friends with, the other one I can't stand. He's a complete moron.
Typical.
Yep. And I still think he's trying to come out of the closet, sis.
He already said it, no?
Who's that?
Oh, there's a dude named Mel, and he he thought he had me triggered today, and no, I'm not triggered. No, 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 but you are. I've had your ass handed to you more than one occasion. The first.
Good job last night. You did awesome.
Oh,
Good
thanks,
for
love.
you. Did you saw Chase last night, Dragon?
Huh?
Did you saw Chase last night?
I was up on Queen Wasp for a little bit, and then
Oh
we
my
had a
God.
really bad storm. So I lost power. I lost Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, it was bad. The sky was red and blue, and a transformer blew up. Yeah. Yeah. I went to go shut my aunt's screen door today, and the damn thing came off its hinges.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I think it was from the storm last night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking crazy.
It's having a good. Yes, I think so too. You know, take her a bouquet and a nice champagne.
He's gonna make her scream. Be a rainbow
Well,
screamer.
that would be easy. She'll love
Shit.
Doesn't take much.
like that. No,
Yeah, I know, right?
for that.
It's like what the fuck?
Hmm.
No, I just don't get people. I swear to God, you come my path and you're gonna get destroyed. Get out of my way. Betty knows how I work, don't you, Betty?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I just don't take no shit.
You're a little pistol.
Yep. And then I start laughing and they're like, "You're triggered." Nope.
No, yeah, they haven't
Nope,
seen
you are.
Hey, man.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. I think they're slang when they say, they say I'm the South.
Yep.
So
Oh,
hot
it's
in
good.
here. 90 degrees, I think, or over.
Well, it was. I had 2 days of heat advisory.
Mm. Better have that AC on, geez.
Yeah, the humidity was so bad here. It was like 100. It was index. It was sick. Pretty much.
I don't know what happened to my computer. I can see the, maybe I changed I noticed
I don't
that
know.
on Pelican on chain. I want to go on panel, but I couldn't because on my computer side, I can see only the live stream, but I couldn't see the YouTube side.
Oh, okay. I get you, love. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check what's going on. Maybe I moved the setting or something. I didn't realize. I could figure that
Oh,
out.
how did your other catering job go, love?
Good. Actually, that one keep getting, I got another one for this, yes,
Right?
but it's an unfortunate moment though. It's a funeral stuff. But
No.
what you doing, Pookie?
Bookie's muted.
I'm trying to get primed for this reading and getting ready for it. We're going on a cruise next week, so I've been packing for days.
There you go.
Ooh, that sounds like fun, Pookie. That sounds like a good time, love.
I'm going to Alaska.
Ooh.
Well,
I just figured out all these new tricks to get as much stuff in a suitcase as you possibly can. I bought some of those those bags that you can suck all the air out of.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Holy shit! You can hit. I got so many clothes in there that I'm sure I'll never be able to use them all, but they're
I
there.
throw all my jackets. Those things.
Yeah.
I got like a jacket and 2 sweaters that is, maybe an inch and a half thick. Whereas if I would have just put them in normally, what I was going to do is I was going to take everything and just lay it in the suitcases and take a picture of it and then take a picture again. But I didn't. But the biggest suitcase, I literally on one side of the biggest suitcase has all of Guido's clothes in it for 9 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it amazes me. I don't know why I'd never thought of this before when I was traveling back east all the time. I could have minimized the loads I was bringing.
Right.
Plop, I don't know. Which voices do you want tonight? Because there's not a whole lot of characters other than himself in this one.
After 20 years in the Navy, you shouldn't make we
Taze, I didn't make him do anything. I didn't make him do anything. Actually, my daughter questioned him and said, "Hey, you said you would never want to go on a boat again." But he's wanted to go to Alaska, so that's the only reason why he's going on this cruise. I think it was if we were going to the Caribbean or something, he may not want to go. But
Yeah.
was
I
worth
guess
more
you're breaking up a lot, Betty.
work related, Now it's chill time.
Guido has 4 dresses packed, Taze. One to wear at the captain's table one night for dinner, along
Mm-hmm.
with his high heels. I'll have to send you all a picture when he gets dressed up. So I guess I could start this madness if that's what you're all looking for. I don't know if I should start with the acknowledgments because this was AI assisted acknowledgments, but like I said before, it doesn't even, not one word about Chrissy. Now, why, if I was writing a book and this person was supposed to be my savior, she would be the first person that would be listed, I would think, but anyway. Okay, I'll give you a bit in a second, Betty. No, I have the little black dress, Taze. He's got the big black dress. But his heels are higher than mine.
Uh-oh. Right.
Yes, he does have an extensive vocabulary. Elsie, it is like I have to stop sometime and sound these words out because they're just so difficult to read. I actually spent the time to print this up so I didn't have to read it off of my phone. So, and then after I'm done, we'll have a little bonfire with it. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
All right. I will start before chapter 1 of this wonderful book is called Darkness of Carnage, The Carnage Chuckles Chronicles by Joseph Wolf.
Well, I'll be in chat, love, while you're reading.
Okay, sweetie. All right, thanks. Thank you.
Bye, love.
Bye. Okay. These are his acknowledgments, AI-assisted acknowledgments. Completing Darkness of Carnage has been a profound journey, one that has been deeply influenced by the contributions and support of various individuals and communities, even. I threw the even part in there. Firstly, I extend my deepest gratitude to the creators on TikTok and YouTube. Your creativity, passion, and unyielding dedication to your craft have been a constant source of inspiration. The stories you tell, the ideas you explore, and the unique perspectives you share have not only enriched this book, but have also expanded the horizons of what storytelling can be. Thank you for your endless creativity and for fostering a community where imagination knows no bounds. I would also like to express my heartfelt appreciation, not for Chrissy, but to Chat GPT, whatever the heck that is. I didn't look it up. Your assistance in refining ideas, crafting dialogue, and navigating the complexities, we know that's not his word, of the writing process has been invaluable. You've been steadfast companion in bringing Darkness of Carnage to life, and for that I am deeply grateful. Lastly, to everyone who has supported me on this journey, family, friends, and fans, no mention of Chrissy, thank you. Your encouragement and belief in this project have been the driving force behind its completion. This book is as much yours as it is mine. Thank you very much. Well, no, with sincere thanks. Introduction. This is also AI assisted. Have you ever been falsely accused of doing bad things? I think all kids have at one time. Have you ever been made fun of and belittled all because you are different and the way you choose to live your life? Have you ever gotten bullied online and got pushed too far to the point you lost your mind and snapped? Anybody? Anybody? Guess not. That's what this book is all about. Cyberbullying and harassment is becoming out of control mainly because of, the social media admins are not even willing to do anything to stop it. It's like they don't even care about the safety and well-being of their users. Joey, you're freaking 46 years old, and you can almost surely forget getting help from the legal department. You are found to be fighting this battle alone without any legal assistance. That is why it is always best to ignore and block your attacker. Well, you've done a real good job of that, Joey. Sometimes I should have done myself from, I should, something, sorry, something that I should have done myself from the beginning. In this book, you will witness the hell that me and my family have been put through. You will witness just how evil and vindictive people can truly be on the internet. Well, we know that because we know you, Joey. The internet is a very dangerous world to be part of, and you're never truly safe and secure, even though YouTube says protect your privacy at all times. The internet is a very, he didn't put that in there, I did. The internet is a very dangerous world to be part of, and you're never truly safe and secure. This is why you must be careful not to disclose any information your attackers can use against you. Well, is that a common occurrence? I mean, is that everywhere? Everybody's getting attacked all the time? That's what it makes it sound like. You will definitely witness firsthand just how vindictive trolls truly be and how nasty they can get. There are no boundaries they will not cross. Holy God. By publishing this book, I am hoping to make a difference on who people use the internet, and awareness is spread about the ongoing abuse that just doesn't affect the children only, but all users of all ages as well. And I should also point out when he says this, that in the listing on Amazon, it lists the age, the appropriate age group for this book, and it lists it as 17 to 18 years old. Okay. I have taken my previous publication and added them to this book. Oh God, maybe that's what the rest of the book is. Some of what is written in this book was AI generated, and the rest was written by me without the assistance of the AI chat GPT tool. Hold on a second. Regardless of how this book was written, it definitely speaks truth in high volumes. All right. Are we ready for chapter 1, peoples? Oh, yes, it was free lollipop. I would not be paying for this, but the only thing I paid for was the ink and the paper that I printed it on. No, it's right. It's only for 17 and 18 years old. Look it up. Just go to Amazon, put in author Joseph Wolf, and that is exactly, it doesn't say, 12 to 18, or it just says 17 and 18 years old. Okay, his chapter 1 is titled Social Media Hell. For 5 long years, I have been victim to cyberbullying and harassment, a situation that started well after I left the community on YouTube that the YouTube trolls were a part of. That they started bullying and harassing me and my wife back in 2019. Okay, this is the part that was not AI assisted, okay? And it might run sentence to sentence with no periods. There for a while, it all was just taking digs at each other back and forth. But when they found my weakness, they began exploiting that. My wife at the time was my weakness, so they started bullying her. After about 2 weeks of the ongoing attacks, I asked the main guy, who I wished to not name, who was attacking my wife the most, how he would like it if someone did that to his wife. Well, he looked at me and laughed. No, how did he look at you and laugh? Were you sitting next to each other, Joey? Excuse me. Said, go right ahead. That shit doesn't bother me like it bothers you. He literally gave me permission to attack his wife, and so I did. Now, wouldn't you think somebody would just go, that's not very cool, but no. I recorded myself walking down the streets of my neighborhood, and I was talking to him saying that I would show his wife how a real American man would treat a Muslim woman. I would show her a really good time. How would you do that, Joey? You haven't been able to show that with any woman you've been with since Elizabeth. I said that me and a group of my friends, he doesn't have any groups of friends, were going to go to him to have his wife ready. I was going to knock his ass out, and we were going to pleasure his wife. And in parentheses, considering that she cheated on him with a friend of his. I said that me and my friends were going to run a train on his wife. After I was done, at the end of the video, I told him, now this is what it's like to be trolled. Now, to me, that right there is saying Joey's saying he's a troll. Which he absolutely hates, right? Okay, we'll move on. Trolls are not friendly people. No shit. They will do and say whatever they possibly can to break down your self-esteem. These trolls not only attacked my wife, they also attacked my family as well. Turn it off, Joey. Turn it off. They had called the cops on me to have me swatted while I would be live streaming. I don't think he knows what the word swatted means, but we'll move on. The third time they called, I almost got arrested. Listen to this. I almost got arrested because the cop that took the call was an asshole. Would not listen to me. He didn't even want to hear my side of the incident. Well, that's because he'd already been out there 3 times previously. There was one time when they called the police, pretending to be the mayor of Peebles, Ohio, had the police out at our home harassing us over my car being parked in our yard. Well, most of us have seen what that car looks like. It's got a painted red with a big pentagram right on the hood. It was an eyesore, and it didn't run, and it just sat there. These trolls even went so far as to put our house for sale. How could they put a house that you're renting for sale, Joey? And even took my car to Craigslist, listing it for sale. That was such a good... Anyway, I had people calling me left and right, asking me about my car. So I got on Craigslist and I had them remove it from their website. It wasn't too long after that they started the phone harassment. Okay, this story has been told over and over again, and it changes with the wind with him and how this occurred. One night, real late in the evening, my mother got woken up by a phone call. When she answered the call, a guy that goes by the name Naval Small John started yelling at my mother. No, Joey, you answered that phone and was screaming at Naville so much that your mother woke up and started screaming. Okay, now we get the real picture. I get on the phone to find out who it was, and he was coming at me sideways. I went the fuck off on him. Mom told me to give me that phone. No, Mom told me to give her the phone. Now, just the paragraph above that, he says that his mom answered the phone. So I did. He says, I gave her to her. She yelled at Naval, telling him that he needed to stop calling her number and that it was her phone. She then told him that she was going to go to the police and file charges against him. During the whole time of the confrontation, Naville was recording it, in which he posted on YouTube for him and the rest of the trolls to have a good laugh at my mother's expense. No, it was more at your expense, Joey, but believe what you want to believe. These trolls even went as far as making death threats, saying they were coming to get me and that they were going to burn down our home with me, my wife, and my mother asleep inside. I don't ever remember such a thing. They also made threats of harming my wife while she was at her doctor's appointment. These trolls did everything they could possibly do to cause a rift in my marriage. Your marriage was sunk before you even met any of us. Excuse me. Now, mind you, my marriage was already doomed from the very start, and what these trolls did didn't help matters at all. From hacking my websites using anonymous tactics against me to harassing and swatted by the police. There we go, getting swatted again. These trolls were relentless and brutal. Eventually, they then started branding me as a pedophile. After 7 years of being married, trying like hell to defend my wife and do whatever it took to hold the marriage together, the trolls finally pushed my wife for the last time. No, I think you pushed your wife for the last time. After Thanksgiving of 2019, my wife packed up and left me for some stranger that she'd been sexting behind or phone boning behind my back. And who are you talking to, Joey? I think her name was Melissa. It wasn't too long after that I decided to pack up my shit and leave Ohio for good. And his shit consisted of a black garbage bag full of his masks and his black t-shirts and such things like that. Hold on 1 second. I need to wet my whistle here a second. Oh, here we go. The trolls doxed the shit out of me, my wife, her kids, my mother, and sister. And when I returned the favor and did the same shit to them, they didn't like it, not a bit. Almost sounds like a Dr. Seuss book or something. I shouldn't say that because Dr. Seuss books were better than this. They became the real victims, and I became the victimizer. That is the most truest statement you have written ever, Joey. In fact, I'm going to underline that here so that I can maybe come back to it sometime. Now, when it came down to attacking the guy's wife, who goes by Raging Hillbilly on YouTube, the guy, not his wife, in parentheses, I did apologize multiple times. Eventually, before my wife left me, this same guy gave me $100 for Thanksgiving for me, my wife, and my mom, but my mother did not want any part of that money. So I took my wife out to eat instead, and I bought some cigarettes with what was left. You are full of chit, Joey. You took that $100 and used it to drive down to Georgia. Okay, who started the name of the Great War of 2019? He says the trolls called that situation the Great War of 2019. It wasn't YouTube listed though. Now, like I stated before, I used to be part of their community. I was even in their Discord known as Dummies Peak Easy. In the server, they would make plans to attack First Amendment auditors after they dug up personal information on their initial target. They would use that information to harass their victim. Did you do that, Joey? Since you were the victimizer? At that time, I was doing assessments, weighing out the pros and cons of auditors they wanted me to target. Oh, God, I just don't even remember it going down like this. Ed, can you help here? Do you remember any of this? Guido, remember any? Okay. Eventually, after they found out that I received SSI, they started turning on me one by one. Eventually, after they attacked me for taking care of 21 cats. Oh, Jesus. I decided to leave their Discord for good and then called them out on their transgressions. There we go with the transgressions. That was when the trolling of me and my wife, along with our families, had got started. And these trolls hate to be blocked from commenting because when they get blocked, that's when they started fucking with my life outside of the internet. It took me to get a job for them to stop their attacks. When was that? Your little stint in Georgia as a Uber Eats? When I moved out of Ohio at the beginning of 2020, before the pandemic, I began working for Uber Eats, which lasted a month. That was when they all, who's they all? I'll try to pull a TC here, including Navin Johnson, now that he's names him Navin Johnson. Who is Navin Johnson? Began being nice to me again and were even on my YouTube live stream panel, laughing, joking, talking with each other. Seriously, Joey? When did that ever happen? But one troll was determined to change all of that and started pushing me in live chat of each stream. Eventually, I issued a warning that I will block if he doesn't stop. When he refused, I ended up blocking him, and that set Raging Hillbilly off. And the attack started back up. Oh no. They went after the women that I moved in with. The woman started stealing her pictures. Stealing her pictures? Joey, she had a public Facebook and whatever other accounts with her pictures everywhere that you mentioned her name and brought her into all this. What they did to my wife, they did to her, but only worse than before. They made fun of her weight, started calling her a pig, a wildebeest. Wildebeest didn't come around until he got with Chrissy, and that was my word. A fat cow and Gunta. Gunta. Rest in peace, Gary Snowflake. They would always call her Moo-Lissa. They created profiles on dating sites using the Moo-Lissa along with her real name. Used one of her face pictures they stole and photoshopped a pig snout on her face. Yeah, it was pretty funny, wasn't it? They even got ordained using Moo-Lissa with the ULC monastery. Monastery? It wasn't a monastery. It's supposed to be ministry, isn't it? Oh, well, he wrote monastery. Just set the record straight, okay? For almost 2 years, they harassed us. It had gotten to the point where back in 2022, the woman I was living with had filed a harassment report to the Douglasville, Georgia Police Department against the trolls. This was when Officer W requested to be on their panel, and she called them out. The obsession that they have over me has them believing that the police were there for me, when in reality they were there for the woman they continue to bully. Elsie, he did proofread this, supposedly. I actually gave Officer W props for confronting the trolls. And now listen to this. Unfortunately, the trolls got her demoted to desk duty for her doing what she did. She told them that they were cyberbullying the woman that I was living with, stating that cyberbullying is against the law. Excuse me, Joey, we did not get her demoted. You did, if anybody else did, because you called and got her up on that panel. She was just stupid enough to actually do it. The trolls, on the other hand, think that what they are doing is not against the law. To them, what they are doing is protected by the First Amendment. Even telling me to kill myself and telling me how to do it is protected activity. Sweet tea and antifreeze is how Raging Hillbilly tells me to do it. Squeedo, you're going to have to change your name. Squeedo said that I need to drink straight antifreeze. God, Squeedo, that's pretty bad. A lot of these trolls want me to off myself online so they can watch. I don't want to watch him off himself. Jesus Christ, if that's what he's going to do it. And just, we'll read it in the paper. Just leave your eulogy and mention everybody's name before you go. These trolls are loving the misery they are causing me. Is Rat Rod in here listening? Because he loves Joey's misery just as much as I do. These trolls are loving the misery they are causing me. They began framing me back in 2021 on YouTube and TikTok by creating sock accounts, cloning my accounts, and even using my name and face. Joey, you've never done that? Ever? Constantly making death threats to my followers and preying on their children while pretending to be me just so that I had evidence that backs their pedophile claims. Wait a minute. What? Constantly making death threats to my followers and preying on their children while pretending to be me just so that I had evidence that backs their pedophile claim. Right. Whatever. The more they attack people, the bigger my hate base gets. Now, Douglasville, Georgia Police Department did launch an investigation on their YouTube channels, but decided to close the case because the trolls kept playing my past interactions with them on their live streams. Well, gee, only one side of the story is supposed to be told, Joey. You keep claiming cause and effect. You got them both. We win. Excuse me. The detective that was investigating thought I was still interacting with them, and that's why he closed the case. Yes, because you were still, and you are still. She even tried to get legal help from attorneys, but couldn't afford the fees. Well, shit. Because they would have to use all tools they have to get information on the main suspected troll who goes by, get this, Tim the Lying Campino, Campino, in which isn't his real name, of course. So we would tried everything to get help, but nothing was working. I don't know if I can go on. Eventually, the woman I was living with broke it off with me because she couldn't handle the harassment anymore. Well, if you wouldn't have brought her in, she's probably fine now that you're gone. But this is how these trolls work. They will go after everyone that is associated with their victims, including children and family. Oh, really, Joey? I recall not too long ago that you handed over to verbal cunt pictures of me and my family when we went to Hawaii, including my grandchildren, and which verbal cunt posted in a Discord. This is how these trolls work. They will go after everyone that is associated with their victims, including children and family. Now, obviously, I do have citations that date all the way back to 2019, but no matter how much I display the proof, people still insist to come at me basically because I trolled the trolls back and brought it back to them tenfold. So mote it be times 3. So, considering that people want to take the troll's word over mine and my family's, Joy, you've got a pattern here. It just goes around and around and around in circles. I have decided on this day, July 20th, 2024, to stop trying to convince idiots who refuse to listen that I am innocent. Instead, I am going to give my viewers a mental picture of the hell they have continued to put me through. For about 5 days now, I have received so many death threats because of the fake accounts using my identity that the trolls are using to frame me. Tim, the lying Campino, wants to convince people that he's not doing anything but has others doing his dirty work for him. Excuse me? Who, Joey? Who? Because if you're going to get technical like this, you better start naming names, and then you better have proof behind that. He keeps saying that I am the one creating these fake accounts to win people's sympathy by making them think that I am being attacked. Well, yeah. Tim, the lying Campino, claims that he's been defamed. The one thing he keeps forgetting is the fact that he brags too much when his tactics finally trigger a reaction from me. Okay, Joey. Now, Tim's reason for doing this to me is the fact that I receive Social Security income. That's not what the acronym SSI is, but we won't get into that. All I do is make videos, scam people out of money, and play video games instead of working a 40 hours a week job, according to him. Tim has stated in which we recorded that he is not going to stop harassing me and everyone close to me until I get a full-time job and drop my SSI. Why don't you drop the receipts too, Joey? Now, I did back in 2023, landed me a job that didn't last because my manager refused to work around my issues. No, Joey, you're supposed to work around your own issues. And completely treated me like I was fucking stupid. Well, if the shoe fits, wear it, Joey. Considering they were treating me like shit, I quit and reported their discrimination to corporate. Even though I was working for that short period of time, Tim still continued the attacks. January of this year, 2024, I landed another job, but was let go back in April of 2024 because I was too much of a liability due to my disabilities. No, they cannot discriminate against you for your disabilities, Joey. You quit that job, and end of story. I was completely treated like shit and was discriminated against, all because I got injured to where I had to leave my shift to get it taken care of at the ER. Well, I can tell you what they probably were thinking, Joey, was this guy is a workers' comp guy, and he's going to come in here and he is going to fall and hurt himself, and then he's going to file a workers' comp claim. Yeah, I got your story, Joey. You quit these jobs because of your anxiety. I was let go that same day, despite the fact that I was working again. Tim continued on with his attacks. God damn it, Tim. Piece of shit. Oh, boy. Considering the fact that this shit has been going on for nearly 6 years on YouTube and nearly 4 years on TikTok, I can honestly say that I definitely know how those who committed suicide over cyberbullied felt. I too have been pushed to that point in my life by these trolls. This is why they continue to tell me to off myself. I never told you to off yourself. And I don't think all of us have told you to off yourself. Maybe a few have told you that, but I'll say there again, go prove it, okay? This is why I'm telling my life story, to bring awareness to the severity of trolling activity that leads to pushing people to where they either go postal or commit suicide over the stupid shit. Because the law will not do anything to help us who are disabled, rather, if it's a physical or mental disability. We are just not important enough to protect from this hate crime being committed against us. So I am hoping that my story will cause a revision of the cyberbullying law that was passed to protect children from social media. So in the process of telling my story, I'm hoping that it will shed light on the ongoing issues of cyberbullying that people of all ages are facing, changing how social admins handle things on their platforms. Okay. Let's see. We only got another page or so before chapter 2. It's not easy to deal with false jackets created by folks who think they are untouchable. My last interaction with the trolls framing me was last night, July 19th, 2024. In the middle of my mental breakdown, I went up on their panel stream and I went the fuck off on them, telling them they all need to be executed for the shit they are doing to me and to those who I love and care for. Oh, you're just telling everybody should be executed. Kind of sounds like something you just said in the last paragraph about us. I have had enough of this shit at that point. These trolls are not going to be happy until they push me into killing myself or drop my SSI, in which I refuse to give them that satisfaction. Yeah. It's sad that I continue to be put through the hell all because I receive SSI. It's not all because you receive SSI, Joey. It's because of a lot of other things. But of course, people just don't get why these assholes are attacking just on the fact that I get SSI. Well, that's what is driving Tim. He is so obsessed that he is always watching everything that I do, then even went so far as reporting me to the Social Security Administration for supposedly frauding them. You're just so far down on the totem pole, Joey, that you have slipped through the cracks. Plain and simple. Funny thing is, the only reason they say that I am committing fraud is because of what I do online. They say if I can make videos and dance around, then I can work. They don't get the fact that the reason I receive SSI is not a physical health reason. I am mentally disabled. That's why I receive SSI. I seem to remember about a year ago, and I got it somewhere, where you listed all of your physical health reasons. And the only thing under what you categorize was that you have social anxiety. There's millions of people out there, Joey, that have social anxiety. And you give me social anxiety, to be honest. Now, considering that the cyberbullying law only protects the children, what these trolls are doing now, they are doing so to cause physical harm to me, all because of the fact that I get SSI. Blah, 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 blah. There is a law for that situation. It's a disability hate crime that they are committing against me. They stole my identity. What? Oh, Jesus Christ, Joey. They stole my identity and using it to cause people that are not with these trolls to do the trolls' bidding. How many people did you use, Joey, to dox people? Instead of you doing it yourself, you hand over these people's information, including mine and Guido's, to other people so you can say, I didn't dox anybody. Bullshit. I'm being doxxed on TikTok by the people who are reacting to the comment SA for all women. These trolls made using my identity. What trolls, Joey? I've been threatened with harm by these people triggered by that comment. So, yes, it's a disability hate crime. He's got like not half a TikTok, but he's got a huge, huge following of people that he really doesn't want to follow him, only because of what he does. In fact, if you were ever listening to Red Dog's videos, he even states, and Joey, you sent me to the people that had the other information that you couldn't give me. And he made his assessment. Anyway, unfortunately, I still can't get law enforcement to help. I even contact the FBI, filed IC3 reports, more than one, against the ones that I know the names and locations of. Do you remember being contacted by the FBI on any IC3 reports or anything? Me neither. Maybe it was when I was out of town or something. I don't know. So I'm left dealing with this shit on my own, and my friends, who I consider as family, are fighting this battle with no assistance from social media admins nor from the legal system. Nearly 6 years of this bullshit. Frankly, we're tired of it. End of chapter 1. Chapter 2 is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's about 12 pages long. I've already gone through about 30 pages here. So I'm going to take a short break, and unless you want me just to do chapter 2 another time or something, it's up to Guido. This is his channel, so but I'll be back.
Well, what does everybody think? He is a genius. Yeah, it's going to be #1 bestseller, Chip. Did you like it, Elsie? Your brain cells died? Poor Elsie.
Have you learned anything from this, Elsie, about cyberbullying and harassment? I know I have. I'll do it more often. Alrighty, here we go. Chapter 2 and final chapter. Thank God. Stepping into the present to deal with the past. I thought you didn't live in the past, Joey. Today, July 26th, 2024, at 9:15 a.m., here I am having more people coming at me hardcore, attacking me and my family and friends over a comment that was made using my face and my name on TikTok. You seem to say that a lot, Joey. Why is that? Could it possibly be because it's you? Without getting their facts straight, these people who are reacting based off of comments, SA for all women and DV for all women, with the troll using my identity, these people went to my Facebook and started harassing me and my whole entire family. And as if that wasn't enough, they also started attacking my book here in the Amazon bookstore. Woohoo, we're going to get this one too, Joy. Excuse me. What did you do with Facebook, Joey? Did you not go over to Chip's Facebook and gather as much information and pictures of people and then piece it all together? And then when you got it, then you gave that information out to a couple guys that wanted diamonds and meet me of all places. 20,000 diamonds and come do this for me. I'll give you 20,000 diamonds. Oh, brother. This next sentence is in quotations. This is the man who insisted that all women should be sexually assaulted. My God and the universe rain down on you what you wish on women. Bring to him what he wishes upon others. This I ask, this I implore. Bring unto him what he wishes upon women. Bring it to his mother, his wife, and most certainly his daughters. Bring the same unto him, I ask, I implore. May the universe and God return his energy tenfold, in dreams first, then in reality on earth. Bring it to him. That whole thing was in quotations. Now, considering that this woman leaving this curse on my book review says, what? Oh, Lord. Somebody left a curse on his book review. No wonder it was so poorly written. Now, considering that this woman leaving this curse on my book review says a lot of what I am happening to deal with when it comes down to the troll stealing my identity and framing me with it. People nowadays are fucking insane, and the more years that pass by, the worse people's insanity gets, including my own. Well, hallelujah. You freaking got it. Hell, I used to be on antipsychotic medicines for my psychotic rage outbursts, and I hated the way that medicine made me feel. Why? Because it made you feel normal? And that scared you, Joey? Made you feel normal, that you could probably be a productive person, a productive citizen? Yeah. All right, sure. There's no medication in the world that is ever going to help you, Joey. That's what you're saying. I would literally walk around like a damn zombie when I would take that medicine. So I stopped the treatment and only took my medication for my anxiety. Well, that medication ain't working either for you. I have always had the problem with my rage, and when I snapped, I literally would lash out in a way to where I am aiming to cause pain to the person who triggered it to begin with. If you would take under account, usually it's consideration, but he's using account this time. If you would take under account all the times that I was constantly being framed for targeting people's children on YouTube and TikTok, constantly being accused of being a pedophile and grooming kids, well, the grooming kids part is correct. Plus the fact that they were constantly insulting the women that I was with and calling my father, who is dead, by the way, a murderer and a pedo. I literally lost control of my mouth mainly because of my psychotic rage. Yeah, okay, Joey. Just you got anger management problems, is what you've got. Now, seeing that they had done their attacks and said a lot of lies about me, my rage gave it back. Here we go, tenfold. They had always attacked my family and my children, and when I snapped, I verbally attacked their whole damn family tree. Considering the fact that Neville Small John, who used to be part of the anonymous movement, was the guy that I lost my shit on. He laughed his ass off. Naval Small John. Well, that's not very nice, Joe, in quotations. I remember that exact thing. Me. I don't give a fuck, Naval Small John. I'll fuck your mother in the ass, I'll fuck your father in the ass, and I'll fuck your children in the ass. As soon as that shit escaped my lips, I knew my psychotic rage caused me to give these trolls exactly what they were aiming for when they triggered me. It gave them the ammunition. You gave us ammunition long before that. The same night I fucked up, no sooner after I issued an apology holding myself accountable. I was completely brutal with these trolls, but what happened next wasn't at all surprising. They all were literally bragging about it, what they had accomplished. Really? Naval Small John. Now, this is in quotations. This is what he's saying. Naval Small John says. Now, it's my fault what Joe said about my kids. It was my fault. Now, his daughter says, I guess, life of B. Yeah, but it still doesn't make it right. Naval Johnson. No, Naval Small John, sorry. No, it was totally justified. What I was doing was deplorable, and I deserve to have my kids raked in the butt. That's quote. So with that incident back in 2021, they obviously weren't bothered at all by what I said, mainly because they gave them something else to use against. They gave them something else to use against me. Okay. Everything that they have been showing folks is me lashing out at them out of a fit of rage and not even showing what they did that caused me to lose all control over my rage. Joey, at one time, didn't you say that your rages is all an act? So how do we know? How do we know what's an act and what is a psychotic rage? Inquiring minds want to know. It's pathetic nowadays how so many people rely so much on one-sided bullshit, especially those who claim to not believe in fake news. To me, fake news is coverage that only shows the viewers what they want them to see rather than displaying all sides to the situation. Well, hey, Joey, you produced your side and we produced our side. And then they made their decisions. That is why I decided to write about it in my next book. I am controlling the narrative by telling my side of the events that continue to unfold on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. All the hell that I have been put through since I started being active online, it's a wonder that I haven't committed unaliving myself. Let's see, used suicide. Anyway, mainly because I can't get away from the constant attacks. You can, Joey, turn it off. That's all you got to do is turn it off. I block them and they create more profiles to hit me with. I continue to ignore them and they go after everyone that I care deeply about just to get me to acknowledge them again. No, you're the one that needs acknowledgement, Joey. Then if I still do not react, they start harassing people that are in my life. From phone harassment to stealing my identity, making bad reviews, using my identity on the local business listings in my area, making me out to be a goddamn predator. Goddamn right, Joey. The main troll now that goes by Tim the Lying Campino had literally phone harassed my fiance while he was live on YouTube with a veteran that goes by Tainted Navigator. Did anybody guess who that is? Tainted Navigator. Leaving messages saying that they are my father who perished in a car crash. They even went so far as threatening to sodomize her if she didn't answer her phone. Well, guess what? She answered her phone, so there was no sodomizing going on at all. They also did it to my ex back in 2021, leaving voicemail stating that they were going to kill me and rape her. Then after the rape, they were going to slice her throat. Oh, come on, Joey. Where's, receipts, please. That was the point of my life that I was able to get the FBI to investigate the situation. That was 2021 and we're now at 2024. 3 years. Anybody have any visits by the FBI or anything like that? But considering that they were using VoIP numbers to make the threats, there really wasn't much the agent could do. From Ohio to Georgia, these trolls followed my every move, stalking me and stealing photos of me and the woman in my life just so they could use them to make nasty memes and throw them back at me on YouTube and in Discord. And did you not do the same thing yourself, Joey? I've got screenshots. I've got you on a panel that said, oh, do you want me to give Verbal some more pictures of you and your family? Yeah, okay, Joey. In today's time, trolls have been harassing and bullying I'm so sick of those freaking words, numerous victims on all social media platforms. And the group that has been obsessing over me believe that if you even mention any of your family or loved ones, including children, they are fair game. No, that was your little Chrissy or your big Chrissy that made a video saying she was going after all you trolls, all your family, your kids, everyone. So taking that under consideration, that the same logic would apply to the trolls as well, not in this case. If you give back what the trolls give you, you are the one who is in the wrong. Yeah, because you are never wrong, Joey. That is where I admit that I was equally brutal with them. Oh my God. Jeez, I bet he's going to retract that in another second or two. I do know that what I have said to these trolls in the past was totally uncalled for and way too extreme to say the very least. And I have always owned up and held myself accountable for the way I dealt with these trolls. And I call bullshit, Joey. Because every time you apologize, you take that apology back. So that null and voids that apology. So take your apology and shove it. Now take this into consideration. These trolls have been attacking and doxing people since 2017. Not me. I didn't come into this until 2019. That is something that I found out personally when they turned on me and started doxing me, my family, and my friends. Joey, you put your own name out there. Considering what some of these idiots used to be friends with me, well, I wasn't one of them, and still am not. One in particular doxed me on his channel after he walked away because I didn't like how he was laughing at a troll's insults when it came down to my wife. Time and time again, I would see my so-called friend condoning the troll's behavior. Who was that, anyway? Seeing that he used my full legal name, like you haven't used it for a million times, I figured that we were on a first name basis. So I went tracking. He had used his website to donate money to me so I could get a battery for my car. So I ran a check on his website. Yeah, we know all about that, Joey. Right, Rat Rod? You're probably not even in here right now. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It took me several locations on the internet till I finally located his actual Facebook. From there, I was able to get his name, and I used only his first name, seeing that we were obviously on a first name basis. I don't ever see where it became a first name basis other than Rat Rod and whatever character you were at the time. Over the years, several of the trolls had slipped up to the point where they exposed their real identities, which made my job so much easier. Yeah, right, Joey. I even went as far as setting up a trap on my live chats. Ooh, Joey's a hacker now. I used the Streamlabs chat bot to respond to their common words they would use when they trolled me. Hey, yeah, talk to Joey about common words that you censor or whatever. Ask him how it's done because I don't have a freaking clue. I basically made a list of commands that consisted of the words they would use. I had taken the URLs of Facebook profiles of family members that belonged to the troll that was attacking my wife and connecting them to the demands. There's only one more page. Thank God. As soon as they came into my live chat and started attacking me, those links would be shared in the chat. So they themselves doxed themselves by attacking me. Oh, how you find a way of making you the victim once again, Joey. Oh, they didn't like that, not one bit. Fuck. You see, trolls absolutely believe that what they are doing isn't illegal and they feel justified with their attacks. And when you return the attacks, they start playing the V card. You are talking, that should have been in quotations because that's you. They absolutely hate the taste of their own medicine. I'm sorry, I had 2 pages left. With trolls' obsessions, they went as far as creating fake accounts, using my name and framing me for shit that I am not even doing. A TikToker and his friends are coming at me all because I was trying to get his friends and him to take down the blast videos. Now, taking this into consideration, only a portion of my actions against the trolls from back in 2019 and 2021 is being used against me. People who don't know me and who weren't there when the shit went down are judging me for trolling trolls. Mind you, the only thing they have is word of mouth. All in the same, these assholes, like the TikTok user who only served this country for under 2 years, according to him, are fucking stupid. The TikToker user takes it upon, he's talking about Red Dog here. The TikTok user takes it upon himself to create a hashtag to harass me and push fake news out to his viewers. No, he's exposing your ass, Joey. That is what he's doing. And the exposure is getting bigger and bigger every day. In his bio, believe in truth, nothing more and nothing less. Also included in his bio, he has his Cash App and the username of his account. So what? That guy thinks that he's better than everyone he attacks. He even thinks he's better than me. How many times have we heard this, children? You're better than me. You think you're better than me. No, I'm better than you. But in reality, he isn't nothing but a fucking dumbass redneck hillbilly. He went as far as insulting that I was on some federal government watch list. The end. Thank you for participating. You can all go throw up now. And I'm going to go outside and burn that.
That was enlightening.
Did you learn anything?
No.
Other than he's more of a piece of shit than... I just can't wait to see what the other 20 chapters are going to be about. Jesus, I won't read them. I'll have to go and buy the book, which I'm sure you'll run right out and do immediately.
I like it. He doesn't use our screen names.
Well,
That is so childish.
he had mentioned something about that all these trolls were going to be mentioned eventually, so we'll see. He kind of slipped up there where he went from Naval Small John to Navin Johnson. I don't know which one's the right one. Does anybody know who Navin Johnson or Naval Small John is? Who is Naval Johnson, as Shine would say. Just can't get that guy to say it even correctly. But your book is just turning out fabulously, Joey. I just can't wait till it's completed. How much money did you make off of the last book that sold?
You bought one?
No, that's the one I'm talking about. It's also going to go in the fire. We'll wait till it's a nice wintry night, maybe snowing outside or something, and put it in the little thing over there and have a burn party. I just wasted about 50 pieces of paper and ink on that shit. Hey, Steve. You didn't learn nothing? I'll see. This was a show and tell. I showed. You're supposed to tell me. He just doesn't get it. He never will. He'll be like this till the day he kicks the bucket.
Steve. Mm-hmm.
Yep, he will. And then Chrissy will be putting his books on top of the wood casket and burying his ass 6 feet under. Why don't you pool up, Joey? Come on, pool up.
Why don't you put the link in there?
Do that. I could do that. That's about all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to what some people believe, that I have powers beyond what I know. I can start a stream, I can stop one, and I can invite people up and let them in. That's about it. Too busy to spend my time on trying to fuck with people and not putting certain words, not allowed to be putting certain words. Stupid. It's time for another.
Oop, after another mimosa. You're muted.
Hmm.
So what have you been up to, Ed?
No good. So riveting that
Do I?
I said the book was so riveting that everyone laughed.
Their brain hurts, that's why.
When TC and Tatted were here, maybe one of these days I'll just pick a poem or two to read.
Yeah. Well, what movie did you see, Ed?
God, I haven't been to the movies in ages. Deadpool, was it good?
Deadpool 2. Deadpool 3.
Who is Jack McCoy? I believe Jack McCoy had a lumberyard or something there in Peebles, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, kids, I think we'll end it for the night. We'll run away. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks for listening to the unaltered version of Joey's newest world-renowned book.
Sorry, Rat Rod.
Oh, Rat Rod, dang it. I'll send you the transcript, okay?
Okay, we'll talk to y'all later.